Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good daffy, and welcome to a bit of the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion, where hopefully we have sound. Now, I have tested this quite thoroughly. It seems that it should work this time. If there are any problems, I do apologise. I will try and pick them up. But any feedback on using OBS is greatly appreciated. This is my first time actually properly getting into it. So, we are now going to speak to Vicente Valtieri and get our contracts.
Warmest greetings to you. I trust you've already spoken with Ochiva. I am Vicente Valtieri. I provide assignments for all new family members. Please do not let my appearance unnerve you. The needs and tenets of the Dark Brotherhood come before my own needs as a vampire. Now, if you're ready to get to work, I can provide you with your first contract.
This is one of the few times where an NPC will actually just flat out say they're a vampire without alluding to it or insinuating it. Count Skingrad very rarely talks about his vampirism, fully confesses to being a vampire. Vicente here actually does. Let's see what he has to say. First of all, I just want to check everything's good there on OBS. As far as I can tell, yes. I do apologise in advance if things are a bit fucky.
The night speaks to only one member of the Dark Brotherhood, the listener of the Black Hand. And when Our Lady speaks, death follows. When I first joined the family, this sanctuary was controlled by another speaker. Lucienne took over when she was killed while fulfilling a contract.
I wonder how long ago that was then. Not centuries, I imagine. I don't think Lucienne Lachance is that old. I think he's a Breton, so...
The Count of Skingrad is not all he seems. Let's just say I'm not the only one who enjoys his evening.
Vicente is one of the few people who will actually tell you as we... Again, the Count is indeed a vampire.
This sanctuary has been here since before even I joined the Dark Brotherhood, and that was 200 years ago.
So I wonder how they handled the previous rulers then. Because the current Count is bribed and even threatened, but, I wonder how else they ruled this place.
Sithis is the darkness of time immemorial. He is no Daedra and dwells not in the realm of Oblivion. No, Sithis is something altogether different.
So we can confirm that Sithis is not a Daedra Lord.
A cure? Yes. Yes, I believe it's possible. A mage named Raminus Polus has done some research. He's in the Imperial City, at the Arcane University.
So, we've also got that as well. So we've got two chances that we've got an ordinary quest and we've got this one.
A contract is a secret pact one enters into with the Dark Brotherhood. They provide us with gold, and we remove someone from existence. A contract is fulfilled by a skilled assassin such as yourself, who keeps the Dark Brotherhood's end of the bargain. So it has always been. While carrying out the contract, you may have the opportunity to earn a bonus if certain parameters are met. Now, let's begin, shall we? I'm not sure how you feel about pirates, but you've got to kill one. A captain, in fact, on his ship, surrounded by his crew. Interested?
The Dark Brotherhood has some of the best pitches for contracts and missions in, I wouldn't even just say this game, but in the entirety of the Elder Scrolls. Others tend to be quite clinical about it and straightforward. Even in this game, you have like the Fighters Guild and the Mages Guild. Here, they actually have a bit of fun with it.
Excellent. Here is what you must do. Go to the waterfront district of the Imperial City. There you will find a ship named the Marie Elena. Board the ship and find its captain, Gaston Tussaud. He'll be in his cabin. Eliminate Tussaud in any manner you see fit. The pirates have been moving a lot of cargo on board lately. You may be able to smuggle yourself on board in one of the packing crates. Oh, and one more thing. Get into the habit of asking your fellow family members about any current contract. Their insight may prove invaluable.
So this one's going to be a bit of a it's going to be... I think this could be quite a long question because I want to talk to all of the family members. But otherwise, yeah, I kind of want to actually talk to everyone.
As a pirate, Gaston Tussaud has certainly spilled his share of blood. Someone wants revenge, and they've hired us to extract it.
So one great thing is, like, we actually get a bit of background on the characters.
Spill some blood for me, dear brother.
Oh. Right. Let's go. Yeah, also as well, like, these videos, I don't know how long I can actually make them. Because they, because I'm recording in MP4 format, so that's a larger file format. Hopefully nothing bad happens. If the video cuts out...
I thought I made it clear I'm not looking for a friend. If you're here to buy or sell something, get on with it already. Bye, Citis. I don't have all day. Hurry it up.
Yeah, so if this video suddenly cuts out, it's because I just simply haven't got the room on my hard drive, so... But we will continue it at a later time. Chameleon, Nightmother's Caress. So, you get some unique spells here. I would recommend, if you want these specific spells, buy them now. Because there will come a time where these are no longer available for sale.
Just take your trinkets and go. Bye, Citis. I don't have all day. Hurry it up.
Arrow of Cold isn't great, but I've got more of them. What else can... I just want to sell him some stuff just to hear his dialogue, because we didn't get it last time.
You've got yourself a deal, idiot. Ha. You've got to be kidding me. You've got yourself a deal, idiot. That's...
I can't invest in his shop either.
You've got yourself a deal, idiot.
Oh, come on.
I can sell it for 5 times its worth. Just take your trinkets and go. Away from me, house cat. Look at that fur. What
So
a
good to
disgrace.
see you. Is there anything you need? Yes, dearest brother. Is there something I can help you with?
My contract.
I travelled by prison ship. It was cramped and dark. There was little room to move around, but plenty of shadowy nooks to hide in. Remember that.
So the advice they give you is often practical.
Good luck, brother. I hope you don't get killed.
So, yeah, so you can't speak to the Khajiit about advice on your contracts, but no one's in the quarters. I can't talk to Schema. Let's have a look at who else I can talk to. Is there anyone in the training room that I might be able to disturb?
I know what you're thinking. Gogrung, he's too big to be sneaky. Well, you're right. Me, I like to just go in and hack my targets to pieces. Ha! So, your first contract. No chance for a bonus, huh? Oh, that's all right. You're better off. Who needs magic items when you've got raw skill? And the great thing about killing a target up close and personal is you can talk to him before you do it. You know, say something scary. Oh, for example, this one time, I had a contract to kill a little Nord girl at her birthday party. She asked me if I was the jester. So I said to her, "No, I am a messenger of death." You should have seen the look on her face. Anyway, she won't be seeing age 6. Happy hunting, my brother.
Yeah. They enjoy their work a little too much. There's no remorse about this whatsoever.
I see you've accepted the contract from the Senate. Very good. With every life you take, Sithis grows stronger and the Brotherhood flourishes. I see you have been speaking with Tanaba. What he says is true. All our lives we have lived together in the shadows. We are eggmates, twins. We were taken at birth and given to the Dark Brotherhood. We returned to Black Marsh as shadow scales, trained in the arts of stealth and murder. Together, we served our nation as spies and assassins, as all shadow scales do. When we came of age, we joined the family as one, and here we are. I killed a pirate once. Of course, the ship was out to sea at the time, somewhere between Vardenfell and Solstein. Now those were the days. Go now, dear family member, and may the Night Mother wrap you in her cold, loving embrace.
Just out of curiosity, my Blade of Woe is still fairly weak. Okay, that's fine. Its true power has not yet been unlocked.
It's good to see you again. I hope your contracts have been giving you much pleasure. The Marie Elena, you say? I've seen that ship. There's a unique balcony at the stern. My guess is it leads to the captain's cabin. Could be useful. May you walk always in the shadow of cities, dear brother. Yes, sister.
Is it true what I've heard about your most recent contract? You were forced to eliminate everyone? Even the non-essentials?
All right, so I may have gotten a bit careless, but the contract was fulfilled, wasn't it? In the end, that's all that matters.
Sometimes I wonder how you survive it all without me being there to watch your back.
All right then. I guess I should get back to my duties. I should be around later. We'll talk.
Walk always in the shadow of Sithis. So good to see you. Is there anything you need?
So I think I've just got about all the advice I can get. We're going to go through this door now. We have to go through the entirety of the house. We will eventually have access to a shortcut that gets us straight outdoors, which was kind of essential on, well, not essential, but highly desired on the console version, because loading times were considerably longer than they are here. Running the game on an SSD is a beautiful thing. Now, am I taking sun damage? I don't believe I am, so that's good.
Don't need the last to read today's Black Horse Courier. Sorry? Only one? Castiff says he works. Ha! Flies land on him, he's too lazy to brush them off. I'm sick of taking abuse for him, even if he is my brother.
Stack of Inchel.
What do you need, Jack?
Provincials are, I think, quite an influential family in the Elder Scrolls universe.
How do you do?
What's going on with you?
Rumor
Essential
has it
NPC.
that Marine has left Norway on an expedition to Academia and has not been heard from since.
It is not surprising, considering Morrowind's violent past. We can only hope the trouble subsides quickly.
Goodbye.
Veneravarine has gone to Akavir. But still has not come back. Let's drop off some stuff. We don't really need a lot of this. I really love this gear, so in fact that's going in a special drawer. That's going in there. My shredded armor is beautiful, but I will not be needing it. Don't really need those shoes. Battle Axe of Blizzards. I'm gonna drop this off because like this would be good for like an investment, I guess. Can't drop that yet. In fact, no. What am I doing? Let's sell these. Come on, let's actually take them out and sell them. Stuff for Thunderbolts. That's a full charge, so I'm gonna keep that there. Storms. Yeah, I'm gonna keep that on me. Stuff for Fireball. Ball tag I want to keep. I'll put the Staff of Worms away because I'm not going to use it, to be honest. So, I do need to go to the Marith Celeste, but first...
Seems you've bloodied your knuckles.
So they don't like you going on their ship.
I ain't got nothing to say to you, Fancy Pants. So why don't you mind your own business, eh?
Hi there. I ain't got nothing to say to you, Fancy Pants. So why don't you mind your own business, huh?
Beautiful, isn't she? The Maria Lane. Damn fine ship. With a damn fine crew. I should know. I'm her first mate. Malvolus is my name. So believe me when I tell you we don't like it when people snoop around in our affairs. You get near that ship and my men will run you through.
And she's not kidding either. She will. But we need to get into a packing crate. Well, these seem sealed except for... Oh, bugger, I've actually lost the opportunity to do that now. Okay, so yeah, that's basically...
What's going on with you?
I ran across a couple of...
So you can choose, perhaps, to get...
Oh, hey, sweet lady of Wade.
Yeah, so you could perhaps get down there, if my cursor's showing, just to the left, or perhaps elsewhere on the ship, but in the meantime we're going to hide in the crates. In fact, no we're not. We're going to do it sneakily. We're going to be sneaky deaky, and we're going to get that Nen route as well. Because the way I like to roleplay the Dark Brotherhood is I like to have no witnesses at all. Oh, no mind. Well, looks like that's the only way I'm getting in. And, of course, killing the essential targets is indeed the most fun. I like to make sure there's plenty of people that can be questioned. And if someone else is framed with absolute certainty, all the better. On Morrowind.
I'm telling you, lad, it's bad luck. Woman on board a pirate vessel. Back in my day.
Oh, come now. How many times has Malvolus saved our necks, huh? Captain Tussaud keeps her on for a reason. She's a better sailor than any one of us.
Hold there, laddie. Now you're just being insulted. She may be tougher than me. Meaner too, but a better sailor? It ain't even possible.
All right, how could I forget? That time we were almost dashed upon the rocks near the city of Firthhold. That was somebody else at the helm.
I told you a million times it wasn't my fault. The wheel was covered with gull droppings. My hand slipped. Could have happened to anyone.
Well, it's never happened to Malvolus, has it? You know why? Because she could sail better than you in her sleep, you old fool.
Ah, you mark my words, boy. That dark elf trollop is bad luck. Captain will end up dead with her around. You'll see.
You better watch your tongue, old man. Captain Tussaud hears you talking like that, he'll cut it out. Now, come on. You've been gabbing long enough.
So there are opinions on the ship, and perhaps you may catch the blame, perhaps the crew will fall apart. As Captain Tussaud, or Tussaud, is found dead in broad daylight.
What in blazes? You ain't one of me crew. You best start explaining yourself, mate, if you want to get off this ship alive. Oh, so you want to get cute, do you? All right then, mate. We'll do this the hard way.
I'm just warming up, you. Am I supposed-
Before we kill him, though, remove the top first. Reach inside and take out all the parts, being careful to note their order. Put the carving into the rod. Reinsert the rod into the cavity. Replace the parts in order to remove them. So the top of the pint are.
I didn't see a thing.
Just take a few of these things. The reason why I'm actually taking my time
Am I supposed to?
is because Captain's booty. Nice. Oh, and nerd root as well.
You'll never take me down.
Lusty Argonian maid. Haha.
Captain Tussaud, are you all right, sir? We heard a clamour, Captain. We're coming in.
And I was caught. So let's try that again, this time. A bit more, you know, a bit better.
What in blazes? You ain't one of me crew.
Let's keep up with the theme of saying nothing. Oh, and the game crashed. Well, great. Ain't this fun? Just bear with me a second as I boot up again. Nice to get 20 whole minutes of gameplay there. Most of it was dialogue, I confess, but yeah. So yeah, it's like the Dark Brotherhood questline is a lot of fun. Yeah, it's I think the devs had a lot of fun with this one, and you can tell with like the way they grant you bonuses as well for doing things. It's something that isn't often done in this game, and I think more games should do it. Where it's like, okay, yeah, we're going to give you a condition to do this, but here's a thing you can get as well if you do it this way. Especially when the Dark Brotherhood does not need the heat. So he's just around there. In fact, I have a potion of invisibility I can take as well. Prince I'll take. And yeah, why not? Let's get some sneak attack damage. Let's not even give this guy the chance to react.
What in blazes?
Oh, he just fell out of bed. It's time to make a quick escape. The crew will then start running around the docks there. Looking for the murderer. And if they catch anyone, I think it might even be you that they see. Yeah. And they'll be trouble. Excuse me. Right. Now that's been dealt with, let's make our way first of all to the market district, as we've defeated Captain Tussaud. Let's go to a fighting chance and offload some of our gear.
Welcome to a fighting chance.
Yes, I know who you
The
are.
Imperial Watch seems awfully worried about the Grey Fox. Look at all those wanted posters.
You will be dealing with him next.
Oh,
As
no,
soon as we
I
have
think they have
dealt,
it all.
first of
How may
all,
I help you?
with... actually, the dagger storm isn't too bad. Aggressive of silence, sundering. Range pain arrows, I like to keep those. Disintegrate weapon, fireball, fine. Do I have any gear that I want to get rid of? That's been nice. That is nice. Resist normal weapons on self, but I take 30 points of stun damage on myself. Which isn't great. I have human blood. I don't know if that actually counts as feeding if I drink it though, so we'll see. I think we're just about good. I think I've sold everything that weighs too much, so...
Tell your friends about me.
I most certainly will, thank you. Before I do, continue on rather. Do I have any repair hammers? Now I need to learn a new skill, don't I?
Good tidings, citizen.
I keep thinking this is after all.
What is it?
It's Ontus Fanon. Ex-Mage's Guild, I believe. Let's talk to this person and get some master training.
Well met. You've got a lot to learn. Knowledge. Let's get to training. I can show you some new things. There's much I can show you. I'm willing to teach if you're willing to learn.
So,
Be seeing you.
do my training. And of course I'm a murder of the dead brother there. So what's my mercantile skill now? Is 83, still got a ways to go yet before I am a master. What a grave, let's return now to Shedenhall. Let's also have a read of a book as well. I was really hoping I might find the Red Kitchen Reader, but I don't even know if that book's in Oblivion. If it is, I really want to read it because it's a very good book. Hello there.
Like a dark gift from the Night Mother herself. Please, tell me how I can help. So, the pirate has been eliminated. Excellent. No one will mourn his passing, and Sithis has been appeased. Please accept this black band as your reward. It is a ring whose powers are quite useful to those who value discretion. I'm glad you've returned. The contract is waiting, if you're ready. We need you to stage an accident. Kill the target in the manner specified, and you'll receive a considerable bonus. Do you accept this contract? As I expected. Good. The target is a wood elf named Bainley. You will find him at his home in Bruma. Enter secretly and avoid his manservant, Grom. On the second floor is a secret door leading to a crawl space. Inside are the fastenings of a mounted head that hangs over Bainlin's favorite chair. Loosen those fastenings any night between 8 p.m. and 11 p.m. and the head will surely fall on Bainlin as he relaxes in his chair, as is his custom. If Bainlin is eliminated in any other manner, or if the manservant Grom is killed, you will forfeit the bonus. Now go, and may Sithis be with you.
So, we've been rewarded, or rather awarded, a black band. Fortifies light armor by 18 points on self, fortifies security 18 points on self, and resists magic 18 points on self. A very good item to have about your person. Only that powerful, however, because we are a high enough level to and playing on a high enough difficulty to actually get that gear.
Yes, dearest brother. Is there something I can help you with? How do you plan on entering this man's house? Through the front door? Be smart and look for a more inconspicuous way in, like a cellar entrance.
I actually didn't know there was a cellar, so that's actually really handy.
Luck, brother. I hope you don't get killed.
You again. Why, Sidis? I don't have all day. Hurry it up.
Potions of chameleon. I need invisibility.
Away from me, house cat. Look at that fur. What a disgrace. It's good to see you again. If the target is old and weak, as you say, then his manservant is sure to be quite the opposite. Best stay out of his way. May you walk always in the shadow of Sidis, dear brother.
Greetings, brother. I do hope you are well. Please, go on. If things go badly, forgo the plan and simply kill the mark any way you can. You'll lose the bonus, but at least the contract will be fulfilled. Go now, dear family member, and may the night
I wonder if
My heart would warm to see.
Gorgrin is available, perhaps. He's out on a contract as well. Ah, he's over there.
Hail, my brother.
Munch. Let's have a chat to him.
I know what you're thinking. Go. The manservant's name is Grom, you say? Sounds like a Nord. Probably a big one. If he catches you, get ready for a serious fight. Happy hunting, my brother.
Sorry about that. Yeah, that's it. I was heartbroken when you rejected me. Tell me what I can do to win your heart. I will slay trolls, walk through thorns, fast for a week. Please don't shut me out of your life. I love you more than a flower needs sunshine. Your penitent lover. Beer, lots of beer. New mugs. Enough food for 12 guests. 8 loaves of bread. Roast boar. Is there anyone else available at the time? I don't believe so. Still not seen Telendril anywhere. No matter. It's still night. Perhaps now would be a chance to
Yes? Good day.
go about exploring. Willowbank, what a lovely name for a house. Nobody's home. Yep. So I haven't actually bought the Shinral house yet.
It's so good to meet you.
This must mean they're not in bed yet, if their door is open. Oh, okay. Ah, why is nobody in bed yet? It's 12 o'clock in the fucking morning. Shops are open at this time. Bulbas. Bulba should be in bed by now then. Oh, here, let's actually look at Bulba's goods. Anything that I'm particularly interested in? Okay, in the meantime, let's have a read of a book. This is Azir Tragedazeri by Anonymous. This is an absurd book, but like all things Khajiiti, as the expression goes, Gazalzi Vabarzarita Mazi, or absurdity has become necessity. Much of what I have to say is probably never written before, and if it has, no one has read it. The Imperials feel that everything must be written down for posterity, but every Khajiiti kitten born elsewhere knows this history, drinks it with its mother's milk. Fairly recently, however, the struggles to win back our homeland from the rapacious Count of Leirwin have attracted sympathetic persons, even Imperials who wish to join our cause, but it seems do not understand our ways. Our enemies, of course, do not understand us either, but that is as we wish it, a weapon in our arsenal. Our non-Khajiiti friends, however, should know who we are, why we are, and what we are doing. The Khajiit mind is not engineered for self-reflection. We simply do what we do and let the world be damned. To put into words or rationalize our philosophy is foreign, and I cannot guarantee that even after reading this you will understand us. Grasp this simple truth. Kazino vano thazina uales. When I contradict myself, I am telling the truth. We are the Rakshazzah Kreen, the laughing mercenary, the mercenary's grin, the laugh of the landless, and the smiling scum. Would all be fair translations. It is a derogatory expression, but it is amusing, so we have adopted it. We have anger in our hearts, but not on our faces. We fight for elsewhere, but we do not ally ourselves with the Main, who symbolizes our land. We believe in justice, but do not follow laws. So the Main is the leader of the Khajiiti people, and I think is considerably longer lived than most Khajiit. Kazino vano thrazina orlees. These are not rules, for there is no word for rules in Teagara. Call them our Thrizrini, foolish concepts. 1. Vaba do shur do. It is good to be brave. We are struggling against impossible odds, against the very empire of Tamriel. Our cause is the noblest cause of all, defense of home. If we fail, we betray our past and our future. Our dead are Risalidad, which may be interpreted as martyrs, in the truest, best sense of that word, which is so often misused. We honour their sacrifice, and, beneath our smiles, mourn them deeply. Our bravery most obviously shows in the smile that is the Kryn part of our name. This does not mean that we walk about grinning like the idiotic baboonish Imga of Valenwood, or Imja of Valenwood. We simply are entertained by adversary. We find an equal, fair fight tiresome in the extreme. We confidently smile because we know our victory in the end is assured, and we know our smiles drive our enemies insane. Vabamatzi lagiuto. It is necessary to run away. We are struggling against impossible odds, against the very empire of Tamriel. Honour is madness. Yes, we love the Rakshazzah Kryn who died in brave battle against the force of the empire, but I guarantee you that each of those Rasalidad had an escape route he or she failed to use, and died saying, damn. When the great Sensei Rat comes to the Simasil steppes, he will find himself unable to hunt, unable to sleep, and as the tiny Alfiq leap onto his back, biting him and run off before he has a chance to turn his great body to face them. Eventually, though, he may stubbornly hope to catch the Alfiq. The Senshirat always leaves. They are our cousins, the Alfiq, and we have adopted their strategy against the great tiger of Leirwin. Do not ally yourself with the Renrige if you yearn to be part of a mighty army marching resolutely forth, for whom retreat is anathema. We will laugh at your suicidal idiocy as we slip into the reeds of the river and watch the inevitable slaughter. For us to say va, enjoy life. Life is short. If you've not made love recently, please put down this book and take care of that with all due haste. Nice. Find a wanton lass or a frisky lad, or several, in whatever combination your wise loins direct. And do not under any circumstances play hard to get. Our struggle against the colossal forces of oppression can wait. Good. Welcome back. We and Rakshazzah Kryn live and fight together, and know that Leirwin and the Empire will not give way very soon. Likely not in our lifetimes. How true is that? Perhaps 200 years after the Oblivion crisis, maybe. In the time we have, we do not want our closest comrades to be dull, colourless, sober, and virginal. If we did, we would have joined the Emperor's Blade. Do not begrudge us our lewd jokes, our bawdy drunken nights, our moon sugar. They are the pleasures that Leyawind denies us, and so do we take our good humour very seriously. First I say, Vada, kill without qualm. Life is short, very short, as many have learned when they have crossed the Rakshazzah Inn. We fight dirty. If an enemy is facing us, we consider our options and even slip away if his sword looks too big. If his back is to us, however, I personally favour knocking him down, and then jumping on his neck with a bone snap with a gratifying crunch. Of course, it is all up to you and your personal style. Azir Diravis, we give freely to the people. Let us not forget our purpose. We are fighting for our families, the Khajiiti driven from the rich, fertile shores of Lake Makapi and the river Malapi, where they and their ancestors lived time immemorial. It is our battle, but their tragedy, we must show them, lest they are swayed by other rhetoric, that we are fighting for them. The Emperor, the Count can give speeches, pass laws, and, living life in the open, explain their positions and philosophies to their people, and to stave off the inevitable revolution. Extra-legal entities, such as the Rakshazzah Inn, must make our own actions count for our words. It means more than fighting the good fight and having a laugh at our befuddled adversaries. It means engaging and seducing the people. Ours is not a military war, it is a political war. If the people rise up against our oppressors, they will retreat, and we will win. Give to these people, whenever possible, gold, moon sugar, and our strong arms. And though we hide, their hearts will be with us. Azir Trajizeri, we justly take by force. Let us not forget our purpose. We are thieves and thugs, smugglers and saboteurs. If we cannot take a farm, we burn to the ground. If the Imperials garrisoned in a glorious ancient stronghold beloved by our ancestors will not yield, we will tear the structure apart. If the only way to rescue land from Leyawind misappropriation is to make it uninhabitable hell, so be it. We want our life and our home back as it was 20 years ago. But if that is not realistic, then we will accept a different, simple, pragmatic goal. Revenge. With a smile. How fascinating a book. I haven't got that spell yet. What else do we have that we could read? The Black Arrow. I do like the Black Arrow. I don't know if there is a volume 1, so if there is, I apologise, at least in this game. But let's read the Black Arrow Part 2, because this is a good book. Like the Black Arrow books are very good. The Black Arrow Part 2 by Jailbreak Inn. On the last dinner in my employ at the palace, the Duchess, quite surprisingly, had invited the Mayor of Maliva and Master Hirmaste himself among her other guests. The servants' gossip was manic. The Mayor had been there before, albeit very irregularly, but Hirmaste's presence was unthinkable. What could she mean by such a conciliatory gesture? The dinner itself progressed along with perfect, if slightly cool, civility among all parties. Hirmaste and the Duchess were both very quiet. The Mayor tried to engage the group in a discussion of the Emperor, Pelagius IV's new son, and heir Uriel, but it failed to spark much interest. Lady Velia, elderly but not much more vivacious than her sister, the Duchess, led most of the talk about crime and scandal in Eldenroot. I have been encouraging her to move out to the country, away from all that unpleasantness for years now, the Duchess said, meeting the eyes of the Mayor. We've been discussing more recently the possibility of her building a palace on Maliva Hill, but there's so little space there, as you know. Unfortunately, we've come to a discovery. There's a wide field just a few days west, on the edge of the river, ideally suited.
It sounds perfect, the Mayor smiled and turned to Lady Velia. When will your ladyship begin building?
The very day you move your village to the site, replied the Duchess of Woda. The Mayor turned to her to see if she was joking. She was obviously not. Think of how much more commerce you could bring to your village if you were close to the river, said Velia jovially. And Master Hirmaste's students could have easier access to his fine school. Everyone would benefit. I know it would put my sister's heart at ease if there was less trespassing and poaching on her lands. There is no poaching and trespassing on your lands now, your grace, frowned Hamerstay. You do not own the jungle, nor will you. The villagers may be persuaded to leave, that I don't know, but my school will stay where it is. The dinner party never really recovered happily. Hamerstay and the mayor excused themselves, and my services, such as they were not needed in the drawing room where the group went to have their drinks. There was no laughter to be heard through the walls that evening. The next day, even though there was a dinner planned for the evening, I left on my usual walk to Maliva. Before I had reached the drawbridge, the guard held me back. "Where are you going, Jordik? Not to the village, are you?" "Well, why not?" He pointed to the plume of smoke in the distance. "A fire broke out very early this morning, and it's still going. Apparently, it started at Master Hamerstay's school. It looks like the word of some travelling brigands." "Blessed Stendar!" I cried. "Are the students alive?" "No one knows, but it'd be a miracle if any survived. It was late and most everyone was sleeping. I know they've already found the master's body, or what was left of it, and they also found that girl, your friend, Prolissa." I spent the day in a state of shock. It seemed inconceivable what my instinct told me, that the two noble old ladies, Lady Villiers and the Duchess of Voda, had arranged for a village and school that irritated them to be reduced to ashes. At dinner, they mentioned the fire of Maliva only very briefly, as if they were not news at all. But I did see the Duchess smile for the first time ever. It was a smile I will never forget until the day I die. The next morning, I had resolved to go to the village and see if I could be of any assistance to the survivors. I was passing through the servants' hall to the grand foyer when I heard the sound of a group of people ahead. The guards and most of the servants were there, pointing to the portrait of the Duchess that hung in the centre of the hall. There was a single black bolt of ebony piercing the painting, right at the Duchess's heart. I recognized it at once. It was one of Misunakin's arrows, and I had seen in his quiver, forged, he said, in the bowels of Dagoth itself. My first reaction was relief. The Dunmer who had been kind enough to give me a ride to the palace had survived the fire. My second reaction was echoed by all present in the hall. How had the vandal gotten past the guards, the gate, the moat, and the massive iron door? The Duchess, arriving shortly after I, was clearly furious, though she was well too bred to show it by raising her web-thin eyebrows. She wasted no time in assigning all her student servants to new duties to keep the palace grounds guarded at all times. We were given regular shifts and precise, narrow patrols. The next morning, despite all precautions, there was another arrow piercing the Duchess' portrait. So it continued for a week's time. The Duchess saw to it that at least one person was always present in the foyer, but somehow the arrow always found its way to her painting whenever the guards' eyes were momentarily averted. A complex series of signals were devised, so each patrol could report back any sounds or disturbances they encountered during their vigil. At first, the Duchess arranged them so that her castellan would receive any record of disturbances during the day, and the chief of the guard during the night. But when she found that she could not sleep, she made certain the information came to her directly. The atmosphere in the palace had shifted from gloomy to nightmarish. A snake would slither across her moat, and suddenly her grace would be tearing through the east wing to investigate. A strong gust of wind ruffling the leaves on one of the few trees in the lawn was a similar emergency. An unfortunate lone traveller on the road in front of the palace, a completely innocent man as it turned out, brought such a violent reaction that he must have thought he had stumbled on a war. In a way, he had. And every morning there was a new arrow in the front hall, mocking her. I was given the terrible assignment of guarding the portrait for a few hours in the early morning. Not wanting to be the one to discover the arrow, I seated myself in the chair opposite, never letting my eyes move away for even a second. I don't know if you've ever had the experience of watching one object relentlessly, but it has a strange effect. All other senses vanish. That's why I was particularly startled when the Duchess rushed into the room, blurring the gulf for me between her and the portrait itself. "There's something moving behind the trees across the road and the gate," she roared, pushing me aside, fumbling with a key to the gold lock. She was shaking with madness and excitement, and the key did not seem to want to go in. I reached out to help her, but the Duchess was already kneeling, her eye to the keyhole. to be certain that the key went through. It was at that precise moment, in that second, that the arrow arrived. But this one never made it as far as the portrait. I actually met Miss Unakin years later, while I was in Morrowind to entertain some nobles. He was impressed that I had risen from being a humble domestic servant to a bard of some renown. He himself had returned to the Ashlands, and, like his old master Hiomaste, was retired to the simple life of teaching and hunting. I told him that I had heard that Lady Villia had decided not to leave the city, and that the village of Modiva had been rebuilt. He was happy to hear that, but I could not find a way to ask him what I really wanted to know. I felt like a fool just wondering if what I thought were true, that he had been behind Prolissa's tree across the road from the gate every morning that summer, firing an arrow through the gate, across the lawn, across the moat, through a keyhole, and into the portrait of the Duchess of Woda until he struck the Duchess herself. It was clearly an impossibility. I chose not to ask. As we left one another that day, and he was waving goodbye, he said, "I am pleased to see you doing so well, my friend. I am happy you moved that chair." Yeah. So that is the story of the Black Arrow. One of my favourites. Just going to very quickly check something. 50 more. Okay, we should be all good. I apologise for any disruptions in this stuff. So far, OBS seems to be working quite well for me. I just hope that the video will upload itself. So, this is the cellar to Banelin's basement. We can either go through the easy door, or we can go through the hard door. You might have guessed we will go through the hard door. So, this is well who can actually take things from his house. Yeah, we don't actually want the pumpkin. They also weigh a fucking ton. So, we're in Banelin's house, and we unfortunately don't need to be here right now. So let's wait a while. So he's going to go to bed in about 2 hours. Or rather, he's going to sleep in his chair for 2 hours. Do I have an invisibility spell I can cast upon myself? Let's first of all see if my... No, not magic cat now, mad. Right, let's try again. Spectral form, I don't have enough of that. I have no other invisibility spells. Deathly Visage, no. Okay. Okay. But I can't cast even if I wanted to. Right, let's just hope Grom is not in front of this door. So Detect Life is a great spell to have in this instance because you can see where people are. So there's Banelin there. But where is his manservant Grom, I wonder? I thought it was a hand grenade then. Potato masher. This is very much Grom's gear. Grom is approximately over there. Beggar Prince, a brilliant book. What books are there? Jewelry box. Might as well loot the place while we're here, right? Nern route. Interesting how we're finding it in a lot of quest critical locations. Actually, look at this, a crawl space door. Loving the animation for it as well. These appear to be the fastenings of a mounted Minotaur head. As expected, they have been loosened over time. You could easily remove the fastenings, causing the mounted head to crash on the floor below. Do you wish to remove the fastenings? And now... oh bugger, I've just used that spell. So there's Gron there, inspecting the scene. Bainlin has fallen. What happened? Who could have done such a thing? It was a pure accident. Yeah, Grom never appears outside the house, if, at least in civilian life. If he catches you, he will chase you out the building, and the guards will attack him, because they don't know the context. So, okay, I've got about another hour I can record, I think, and then I'm going to have to get off, because I've got D&D later today.
You are like a dark gift from the Night Mother herself. Please, tell me how I can help. So, the accident has been staged and Bainlin lies dead. Well done. You have more than earned your reward and bonus. I present to you this dagger. It's an enchanted blade known as Sufferthorn. Its prick is deadly, I assure you. Yes, you are quite an asset to this sanctuary. In fact, I believe you are ready for advancement. I hereby appoint you Slayer. Well done. Now go, child of Sithis. Go and rest. You'll need it.
He reminds me of Chucky. He's got the face for it, you know. And this is Sufferthorn. Drain strength and damage health. It is an elven dagger. And it has 68 uses, so got a lot of uses there.
Well, of course. What troubles you?
I heard about your most recent contract. I just wanted to congratulate you on a job well done. You had quite the time of it, so I hear.
By Sithis, what a night that was. Reminded me of the time you and I raided that traveling carnival. Ah, now that takes me back.
Yeah, remember, dear brother, I can't always be there to get you out of trouble.
Well, I have to return to my duties. Till next time, then.
Walk with darkness, child of the Night Mother. You are like a dark gift from back for more. It just so happens I have another contract available, one that requires an expert in infiltration. As always, you fail to disappoint me. Your target is a dark elf named Valen Drake. He thinks he's safe in prison. He is tragically mistaken. A prisoner recently escaped from the prison using a set of secret tunnels connected to the Imperial City's sewer system. It's a perfect way inside. Just outside the Imperial prison is a grating that leads to the sewers. It has recently been tightly locked, but I will provide a key. It should be easy enough to locate Dreth in his small cell. Besides, I think you know the way, Valen Dreth has been imprisoned for many years. His tongue is sharp, but his body is limp and frail. He will prove an easy, pleasurable kill. You will receive a bonus if you fulfill the contract without killing any of the prison guards. Now go, and may the Night Mother go with you.
Hail, my brother. I know what you're thinking. Infiltrating the Imperial prison is no small matter. Those guards are heavily armed and professionally trained. If discovered, don't be a fool. Flee. Happy hunting, my brother.
Why does Valen Dreth still live? Breaking into the Imperial prison is difficult, I know, but the contract must be fulfilled. The Count of Skingrad is... You must infiltrate the Imperial prison and kill Valen Dreth, a dark elf. He should be easy enough to eliminate once you actually get inside.
Valen Dreth is an old acquaintance of ours.
For me, dear brother.
You may have to go back to episode 1 to find out why.
I am honored by your presence. How can Ochiva be of assistance?
Of course, how could I forget? Infamy has gone up. And that is our new icon. Into every generation a Slayer is born.
Greetings, brother. I do hope you are well. I've...
Yeah, that one.
No dark brother or sister has successfully infiltrated the Imperial prison in over 300 years. This will be a true test of your abilities. Go now, dear family member, and may the Night Mother wrap you.
It's good to see you again. I hope your contracts have been giving you much pleasure. I know those sewers well. They will allow you access to the prison, but are home to some fearsome creatures. Tread carefully. May you walk always in the shadow of cities, dear brother.
Speak to some other brothers and sisters of the family. Hello, Schemer. How you doing? Ah, it's about thanks yourself. Great. No sign of Telendril yet.
Yes, dearest brother. Is there something I can help you with? Don't tell anyone else, but someday I'm going to have Uchiva's position. Just you wait and see. Lucian the Chance knows real talent when he sees it. The Imperial prison. Long did I languish there, in my youth, before the Brotherhood found me. The guards are strong and cruel. So very cruel. Good luck, brother. I hope you don't get killed. I mean, well, you know.
Perhaps we could forfeit the bonus just this one time.
Get away from me.
So you need the 5 tenets. They are there for you to read. Let's just give this a quick go as well. Let's just actually see. Why can't we go into the prison itself? Yeah? Let's just see if we can just... Yeah, maybe take a shortcut.
State your business. Carry on. Speak. How can I assist you, gentlemen? What can I do for you, sir? Move along. So I wanted somebody murdered. So I prayed to the Night Mother. What is that? A crime now? They even took my house, those bastards. Ow.
So we can't visit a prisoner. And I think that's the side of the prison we're actually going to anyway. Yeah. Take a bite out of his arse, there we go. So I guess that's decided then. We absolutely need to break in through the prison. In broad daylight. Let's go see our former, let's say, cellmate. He wasn't in the cell that we were in, but he did torment me for however long I was there. Just trying to get my blade skill up a bit, might as well while we're here. Now, I've never really played a full-on evil character in Fable. Like, I've played the arsehole every now and again, but never like a full like murderer and such. So that's something I might have to do. I am tempted to like maybe do a let's play of Fable. But it'd be evil, I think. But the thing is, I don't really like being evil. Like, I appreciate the doors it opens. I appreciate that there's a lot of content there, but yeah. But even like developers have said like it isn't worth it to do it. Like we saw that like out of 100, like out of all the people who play in Mass Effect 1, I think only 7% of people went Renegade. Because they don't like being evil, they don't like hurting people and whatnot, they kind of just want to like, you know, just get on with their lives, you know, and such. I think we have to come here twice, I'm not sure. In the entire game. Iron arrows, eh? This is looking a lot more familiar. Gold piece there. My noggin hasn't failed me yet. The old Elder Scrolls instinct. The muscle memory's still there. Cheese wheels, yeah, that's what I was looking for. So yeah, Hope your lockpicking skills are good.
But it's a waste of time. What are we guarding? Cold stone and shadow. That's it.
Bugger. Well, that was good. Oh shit, alright, back here. Alright, sorry gang. I'll go through this as quickly as I can. So that would be the straightforward way through, but of course now we've got to do it all the way. So, yeah. So, like 93% of people who played Mass Effect went the Paragon route. Like one of the great things about achievements is that we can actually get data from them. And yeah, it kind of goes to show that, like, yeah, people really don't want to be a dick in video games all that often. Yeah, it's absolutely fascinating, really, like, to see that there's this attitude in games where, yeah, most people don't want to be evil. And like, you think like Mass Effect wasn't just some obscure game where only 100 people played it. Even then, like 93 people versus 7 is a lot. And it took no greater effort to be evil. At the end of the day, it opened up the same amount of doors and such. You still got the same stuff from being Renegade as a Paragon. But yeah, like it's interesting. Dragon Age handled morality better. I think the best moral system in the game is a game that doesn't have it. Well, rather, no. Let me rephrase that. The best morality system is a game is in a game is the one that doesn't tell you it's a morality system. Dragon Age Origins has morality as moral choices, but yeah, it does. Seriously, it has moral choices, but you're not told that, like, it's moral. You have to actually do the critical thinking bit on your own. Oh, I'm glad I came this way now, because there's a chest there. I mean, I know what's 89 gold right now, but it does add up. In fact, let me just check something. Have I got enough torches? I've got 84, yes. I was worried yesterday I was actually going to run out of them, but yeah, no chance of that, is there? So yeah, it's like the game does have moral choices, but you have to decide for yourself. And the thing is, as well, even better than that, it's not just that it's a moral choice, it's that characters actually have, like, NPCs actually roleplay. They actually say, okay, you know what, this is a moral, this is what I believe in, this is what I believe is to be a moral choice. And some of them will just, and they will agree on different things. They're not just like this archetype, they're not just there to dispense morality or whatever. They actually have their own beliefs and thoughts and feelings on a matter. They don't just say, well, I'm a knight, and you and everything you have to do it must be good, or else. So no, it's like, you've got to do what you've got to do, and sometimes you've got to do bad things. You know, you've got to choose the greater evil. Dragon Age was actually very good with that sort of thing. It was like in the new wave of moral choices, because moral choices have existed for a very long time in games, but like not really as explicitly as like BioWare did them. So yeah, let's go in here and let's save up and listen to a bit of audio. And the game is done crashing, of course.
Of course I'm proud to do my duty, but it's a waste of time. What are we guarding? Cold stone and shadow. That's it.
what they wanted. The Emperor is dead. They got no reason to come back.
That's exactly what I'm saying. But will the captain listen? No. We must have a presence. The prison must remain secure.
Yeah, what a laugh, huh? Just who are we keeping secure? Dret? Since that other one got away, he's the only one rotting down here.
Yeah, well, I guess you can't blame Captain Montrose too much. This is his big career move, after all. Got to impress that lot upstairs.
Yeah, true enough. Oh, well, I best be getting back to my watch. Hey, don't forget, we're meeting for drinks later at the Bloated Slope.
Oh, I'll be there. How could I miss a chance to see you cower before that big orc bouncer?
I ain't afraid of no one. Courage is my middle name.
So these guards have a high stealth score. They can detect you very easily. So you've got to be careful. They do not fuck around in this game. They also carry torches as well.
What can I do for you? Be seeing you. What do you want? Take care.
Yeah. So. Yeah, they do not react well to you. This is tough. And yeah, I do a scum save scum, okay? It's like... I got talking to one of my mates about it, like, from D&D, like, the GM. And he's like, yeah, he's asking, like, you know, do you save scum? I'm like, yeah, of course I do, like, you know, pay for the fucking game, didn't I? That's the captain there. So short sword, Legion shield. This is one of the assassins. Notes, Captain Monroe's. So far, the investigation has been inconclusive, to say the least. The assassin's body has yielded no clues as to his affiliation, and we haven't even been able to ascertain the motive for the Emperor's slaying. We've even gone so far as to question local merchants about the unique garb, but run into nothing but dead ends. The nature of the attack, the multiple assassins, the ceremonial robes, the summoned weapons and armor, all speaks of something ritualistic. I've seen the Dark Brotherhood's handiwork many times, more times than I care to remember. This just doesn't fit their usual pattern. I guess that's what worries me. We're not dealing with the unknown. I'll be damned if I know how to handle it. Captain Jeopard Montrose. Postscript. I investigated the men to dump the rest of the assassins' bodies in the sewers. Have them serve as food for the vermin. It's more than those bastards deserve.
Oh, it's my pleasure. Please continue. Good day.
If you want a Methadone robe, there you go.
I hope I can help. Goodbye.
So, yeah. So you may recognize this area as where the Emperor had passed away, or rather passed away, was assassinated rather. Do I have any whatsoever chameleon stuff? Right, great. So that's one part of the prison dealt with. Now we have to deal with this part. You can of course just run the entire way through and just kill him, but and hey, the bonus does only say that you have to, that you can't kill the guards. You can of course, however, run away from the guards. I thought it was a Dunmer for a second then. Legion helmet, silver dagger. Of course, the old way we came. It's just since been boarded up. But a little bit of gear there. To congratulate you on your quest for some nostalgia. The spawn closets of one of the assassins there. Further on we must go. Again. Boarded up. Assassins wait on the ledge. And here we are, the secret door.
Filthy cur. I told you I was going to get out of here. My time's almost up, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah, well, what's it been? 7, 8 years? We've had a good long run. Always knew we'd end someday.
11 years in this rat-infested hole. But I'm getting out, and you'll still be stuck in here. Yeah!
Oh, yeah? Where will you go, huh? What will you do? You can't survive after this threat. You're an end. You belong in the cage.
I'll remember that when I'm lying on the beaches of Somerset Isle with your wife, you imperial pig.
Right! And you'll be rich, too. Oh, and you'll become a king. You know what I think, Trev? I think you'll be back. You'll not always come back.
You'll see, you imperial dog. When I get out of here, all of Tamriel will know my name. Balin Dread. Balin Dread.
All right, all right. I'm tempted to let you out right now to just shut up.
About to enjoy his release, is he? Oh, yes. The sweet release of death. Let's have a look in these other cells. Let's just take our time to really get to know this place. And address prison key, just in case you didn't get it from before. And I just want to see as well. There's no guards, are there? No one is going to bother me. Good. I want to take my time with this one.
You've got to get me out of here. Come on, open the door.
No furnishings either. Can't be very comfortable for your dress.
Wait, I know you. You're the one. The day the Emperor was killed. They went through your cell. You lucky bastard. But you came back? Come on, you've got to help me. Let old Valen out of this cell. You've got your freedom, now give me mine. What do you say, huh? Come on, friend. What's the matter with you, huh? You some kind of mute or something? I saw you escape. Now you're crazy enough to come back? You dare torment me? Valen Dreth? Let me out of this cell, you fetid piece of guardong.
And now you won't talk to me.
This ends here.
But we can talk to him again.
Wait, the Night Mother. No, guards, help me! Somebody help! Assassin!
Help, assassin! Help! There's an assassin here! Let me through! There's no one coming.
You dare! Am I supposed to be impressed? Yeah!
Die in the dark.
Wait, come. What's the matter with you, huh? You some kind of mute or something? I'm just warming up, you pathetic worm. I accept your surrender, my friend. You dare. Ah!
Now, let's do this for the Blighter Well.
Take that! Die, damn you!
Give him a nice rest. Here at the back. Just make it look like he's sleeping. Having a nice, good old kip. There we go. There. Unseen and unremembered. Now, what happens if you go out this way? I think we'd best save the game and find out.
What can I do for you, sir? Have you heard? That big galleon down at the waterfront? Someone killed the captain, right there on the ship. It was an honor to speak with you.
So,
Hail the champion of Cyrodiil. What do you need? Have you heard?
this is Adamus Felida,
It was an honor to speak.
one of the guard captains who is dedicated his life to dealing with the Dark Brotherhood. I think we might have time for one more mission, and then I'm going to have to shoot off because I need to prepare for D&D. Sort out my spells, figure out some things to sell while we're in Drummith. If you'd like to see my session recaps, you can find them on my other channel with the Warlock, and I am recapping the campaign A Debt to a Friend. So far we're about 33 sessions in. I'm working on the recap for the next one. So yeah.
So, you infiltrated the Imperial prison, eliminated Vale and Dreth, and killed not one guard. Most excellent. In addition to your standard reward, I present to you this bonus. Behold, the scales of pitiless justice. While carried, the scales will magically enhance your strength, intelligence, and agility, but diminish your personality. A powerful tool indeed.
The scales of Juliana, so one of the most unique items. I hate saying the most unique. They are a unique item in that they're here, and you can drop them like that. You can just pick them up. Oh, why not? They are very heavy as well. Yep, I can't quite lift them off the ground. There we go. Those are scales of pitiless justice. So, and they boost your main attributes, but also diminish them.
I have a special contract that needs fulfillment. In truth, I don't wish to offer it to any other family member. I've come to rely on your abilities.
This one's a very interesting one.
We're usually called upon to take a life, but not this time. This contract requires us to stage the assassination of a marked man. Are you ready?
We can do this one nice and quick.
You must go to the city of Coral and break into the house of Francois Mortier. Inside you will find Mortier waiting for you. Do not kill him. You see, Francois Mortier is a marked man. He owes a considerable sum to the wrong kind of people, so they have sent an enforcer to kill him. Here, you will use this specially poisoned knife to stage Mortier's death in the enforcer's presence. Mortier himself will provide more details. This is an unusual contract. Mortier had to make a special arrangement with us before it was approved. I trust in your professionalism.
Mortier is a interesting character. He is the one who will give you the most ambitious contract in Dark Brotherhood history in Skyrim, and Langwine does actually appear in Morrowind.
The blade has been coated with a rare poison called Langwine. One drop in a normal human bloodstream will mimic the effects of death immediately. I have provided you with a vial of antidote, which will be used to revive Francois Mortier after you successfully stage his death. You should also know that there's only enough Langwine on the blade for this one contract. After Mortier is sliced, the knife will be useless. The Dark Brotherhood is not in the business of staging deaths, no matter how much gold is offered. Sithis demands blood, and blood must be paid. In order to accept the contract, we demanded a life. Mortier offered his mother, and we accepted. Lucien has already taken care of that detail. The knife I gave you has been coated with a rare poison called Langwine. You need only cut Mortier once, and he will appear to die. Spill some blood for me, dear brother.
So, this is Langwine blade. Ordinary silver blade. Oh, of course we can ask for some advice. I know, I appreciate this takes up a lot of time, but...
Yes, dearest brother. Is there something I can help you with?
I do like talking about these things and getting the audio sort of archived.
I once slept in the Coral Chapel under Croft. It's damp, cold and cursed. Getting Mortier out of there may be a challenge. Good luck, brother. I hope you don't get killed.
Ah, dear friend, can I steal a moment of your time? I have a rather delicate situation I was hoping you could help me with.
We might have to do this quest as well.
This is a personal matter, and will have no bearing on your standing within the Dark Brotherhood. Would you like to hear more?
Just excuse me one moment. Yes. Tell me
I
more.
find your decision most agreeable. Now the details. Far south of here, on the southern end of Cyrodiil, lies a swamp called Bogwater. Hiding in that swamp, you will find an Argonian shadow scale named Scartail. Kill this renegade, and bring me his heart as proof of the deed. When Ochiva and I trained with the Dark Brotherhood as children, we befriended another initiate, a shadow scale by the name of Scartail. The three of us were inseparable. When our training was completed, we reluctantly parted ways. But now, the unthinkable has happened. Scartail has fled Black Marsh and refuses to fulfill his duties as a royal assassin. This is an act of treason. This treachery must be punished. Just as a member of the Dark Brotherhood cannot kill a fellow family member, a shadow scale is forbidden from slaying another shadow scale. That is why you must go to Bogwater and eliminate that treacherous snake. Please kill Scartail, so Chiva and I can put this matter behind us. The Enforcer will not appreciate your little show. He'll likely attack you on sight, but you must resist the urge to fight back. May you walk always in the shadow.
Is nobody else available to talk to then? Oh, she was there.
Greetings, brother. I do hope you are well. Scartail is a traitor to Argonia and a blight upon Tamriel. Kill him, as my brother requests, and we will be forever in your debt. Go now, dear family member, and may the
Can you spare a moment?
Of course. What is it?
Is it true what I've heard about your most recent contract?
Oh yeah, I heard about that one. So, oh, do we have the key by any chance? No, not yet. That's okay. So, no sign of Gorgon yet. Where am I going? Come on, John. Find the main fucking exit. There can only be one way out, really, can't there? Come on, it's the glowing bright red. So, yeah. So, first of all, let's quickly go to Bogwater and deal with the Renegade Shadow Scale. I wonder how this affects you if you are actually an Argonian born under the Shadow Sign. After all, let's go back. Now, you may recognise this camp. You may also recognise that hollowed out rock. Yeah, which we've already looted. For about 300 gold. This is where Scartail's stuff remains.
I guess I've been expecting you, assassin. Don't try to deny it. I can see it in your eyes. Your Dark Brotherhood through and through. Let me guess. It was Ochiva, right? No, wait. Tainava. Yes, he put you up to this, didn't he? Ochiva was always too busy to even be bothered. Well, you can kill me if you like. I'm afraid I won't make much of a challenge, though. The Argonian Royal Court already sent an agent to do the job. He failed, of course. His body's around here somewhere. But he got in a pretty good hit. If I don't get some rest, I'm probably dead anyway. So maybe I can appeal to your sense of goodwill, huh? You let me live, and I'll tell you where I stashed my treasure. Is it a deal? You show unexpected mercy. For that, I am thankful. My treasure is hidden in a hollowed-out rock near my campfire. It's yours. Oh, yes. I suppose Tainava wants proof that I'm dead, eh? Let me guess. My heart? I suggest you take the heart of the dead Argonian agent. His body is around here somewhere. Present the agent's heart to Tainava as proof, and he'll be none the wiser.
Oh, I'm sure that already taken. Oh, bug out, just used the longer iron blade. Ah, it's probably not good now. Not going in hearts. Or we could just say die traitor. Because we already looked.
I guess I've been well, so I expected as much from a Dark Brotherhood lapdog. I may not survive this fight, but I'll not make it easy for you.
Right.
Take that.
So, that's him dealt with. Now, the reason why I immediately went to that quest is because you kind of have to. If you... There is a limited amount of time you can take on that quest. I strongly recommend getting it done sooner rather than later. Yeah. Yeah, it's if you don't do it, you miss out on the opportunity.
Oh, well, hello. You must be the one Lucien Lachance told me about. I've been expecting you. We haven't got much time, I'm afraid. I borrowed quite a bit of gold from some underworld types. I missed a payment. Now they don't even want the money. They say I insulted them. They've sent an enforcer to kill me. His name is Hides His Heart, and he's on his way here now. That's why I hired you, so you can fake my death.
Can I shake his heart, maybe?
When Hides His Heart gets here, I'll put on a little act. You'll cut me with your poison knife, and that idiot will think I'm dead, okay? After that, you must flee from Coral, and Hides His Heart must not be killed. That way he can go back and tell his employers I'm dead. If you wait a day, my body will be put on display in the Coral Chapel undercroft. You can come to me then and administer the antidote. Got all that? Good. Hides His Heart will be here any moment. Get ready. Oh, I do hope this works. Now is not the time.
Just want to make sure I've got a potion of invisibility, because I really don't want to, yeah. Get this guy killed.
Oh no! What am I to do? An underworld enforcer and a Dark Brotherhood assassin, both here to kill poor Francois.
The Dark Brotherhood? Oh, you have been a naughty boy, Motiere, haven't you? Stand aside, assassin. Motiere is mine. My employers demand it.
Ah! What's this? Oh, Dark Brotherhood assassin, please don't cut me with that wicked blade. It looks like this is the end of poor Francois.
We'll see who gets to cut you, Oh!
Well, where's he gone? Has he run out of the building?
Oh!
Can I charm him? Can I, soothe him? Is he level 2? Nope, he's not. Okay. Okay, so, anyway, that's what it looks like.
Oh. Take care.
Like his trousers.
So, you are here to kill Motieri, eh? Well, he's mine, and nothing will stand in my way. Let's get him. It's over with.
Hopefully it doesn't come out with me. There we go. If I go out the gate now, I might not just fast travel to the inside of the gate then. So, I better find an inn to stay in actually.
Good morning.
Or I can stay in the chapel.
Fine greetings to you.
Let's wait 24 hours.
Not supposed to be.
Oh, I'm terrible. Sorry, let me just get out.
How are you today?
Let's go to the chapel undercroft and see if Francois is there. So he is.
Oh, I'm a bit stiff, but quite fine otherwise. Ah, yes, the Undercroft. My family members are buried here, you know. Which leads me to something I may have failed to mention before. My ancestors will see my revival as a desecration of their tomb. This Undercroft is, well, quite cursed. Any desecration will cause my ancestors to rise from their graves and defend their resting place. I can hear them coming as we speak. You must protect me. Escort me to the Grey Mare where I can buy passage out of Coral. Ah, here they come. Oh, my, Aunt Margaret. You're looking the worse for wear.
What's the matter?
Oh dear, it would help if I actually had a decent weapon. Okay, sorry, Mathieu. Doesn't count towards a bounder, does it? No. So we could stay here, but we could also deal with the undead.
Is it not safe? Do you want me to wait here? Very good. Let us hurry to the Grey Mare.
I swear I've seen that pose on OnlyFans, but never mind. So, moving swiftly on. I'm glad no one's wearing like you know, why is wearing such robes. So you literally just, in order to escape Hyde's sight, you just have to run out there and you'll be safe. But as long as the guards don't kill him, you're pretty good.
Ah, the Grey Mare. From here I will be able to arrange for transportation out of Cyrodiil. You have served me well, assassin.
Actually, we're going to Skyrim.
Francois is forever in your debt. Farewell. Thanks again, assassin. Your services have been invaluable. Soon I will find passage out of Cyrodiil and be rid of those moneylenders forever.
It's great as well, like in the Dark Brotherhood, you don't actually have to ask for advancement, you just get it as and when. So that's pretty good. I think that's about it. Yeah, DM's saying game time in about 1 hour, so.
Ah, so Mortieri has escaped. Well done. As payment, I am pleased to award you this amulet, Cruelty's Heart, as well as another advancement in rank. I hereby bestow upon you the title of Eliminator. Your blood is cold, your heart hard. You exemplify everything the Dark Brotherhood stands for. I present to you now this key. It unlocks the well behind the abandoned house above. Use it to gain hidden, quick access to this sanctuary. Well now, you are an ambitious one, aren't you? I'm afraid I have no more contracts for you. Our time working together has come to an end. Instead, you must report to Ochiva, here in the sanctuary. She will be providing all your contracts from now on, and is waiting for you as we speak.
Gente, it has been an honour. Now that we've dealt with Vicente, he will offer you the chance to become a vampire if you are not already. He basically says that when you rest, you will have the chance to be bitten by him, and he will pass on his curse.
Ah, yes, that is an Argonian heart. Of that I'm sure. You have slain Scartail. Well done. Please take these boots as payment for your services.
That I can't wear with the uniform.
They are called the Boots of Bloody Bounding, and carry a powerful enchantment. I'm sure you will find them most useful. Scartail was once as a brother to me and Ochiva. But his act of treason destroyed any vestige of that relationship. His death was well deserved. May you walk always in the shadow of Siddis, dear brother.
And so now we have to report to Achiever. But first, let's just have a look at our items. So, we have first of all the boots of Bloody Bounding, which are unique. If I just take off the threshing thighs, they look like fur boots at first, but yeah, again, quite different. And what do? They fortify acrobatics 18 points assault and blade 18 points assault, which is actually pretty good. But is it as good as the brothel boot? No. So yeah, and then of course we have Cruelty's Heart, fortify willpower and strength, 18 points on self. Very good indeed. If I were to do that, 18 points on self. That's a lot. Like bear in mind, the maximum you can get through level ups is 100. That's now up to 142. That's pretty darn good, but that's not what we want to do. Well, yeah, we'll have to access back on. Thank you very much. So we will report to Achiever in the next part. And hopefully by that point we'll have done her quests before moving on to the last two quest givers in the Dark Brotherhood. But we shall see. Oh, and also let's as well have a look at our new emblem. So everything's gone up. Great. Eliminator. Dark Brotherhood. Very nice indeed. We are slowly but surely getting up titles indeed. And there are many more to come, with the Shivering Isles and the Knights of the Nine. We've also got the Thieves Guild after this as well. There's a couple of miscellaneous quests I need to finish up as well before then, but those shouldn't take too long. I imagine Umbacano's quests might take up 1 or 2 sessions, and then there's another one that I kind of want to do, but we can see the results of that after the Shivering Isles quest. Or if we need to come back to Cyrodiil, I'm sure we will. So yeah, that's it for me. Thank you ever so much for watching. Take care. Hopefully this has gone okay. We shall see. But yeah, and we'll get that sorted. So thank you ever so much for watching. Take care. Stephanie.